Good evening and welcome to another episode of T260. Now, summer's coming. That means we got heat coming. And we're going to be going through the tips and the trades of how to go camping in the heat. To have a pleasant experience. To where you're going to actually want to go camping in the summer, not just in the fall and spring. Now, let's get it started with this episode. I want to start off, if you're a brand new camper, we actually just dedicated an entire video of showing how to go camping when you're brand new. And we're going to go ahead and leave a link up in the corner that you can go ahead and watch. Now, let's talk about location. It's summertime. It's hot. Rule of thumb, if you have mountains, try to go camping there. The higher the elevation, the cooler it's going to be. For me, I live in Texas. The Davis Mountains or the Guadalupe Mountains are at very high elevation, so I get much more mild temperatures. However, that may not be where you live, that you have a mountain range or somewhere else to go camping. So you may not have you might want to pick a place that might be more breezy. I live on the coast, so I have state parks on the coast, and I have that constant breeze. Although it may be 100 degrees, I'm getting that constant breeze. That makes my life feel a lot better. Because we want to be comfortable. We want to be able to go camping again. And you don't want to just restrict yourself to only a couple times a year. You want to go at all seasons. Another thing would be is where to pick your campsite. For example, if you're going camping at a lake, where I live near Lake Corpus Christi, we have this what's called South Texas scrub, and it's quite thick. And while that's good for blocking the wind during winter time, come summertime that's terrible. So try to position your campsite, get one maybe next to the water. Once again, there's nothing stopping you to get that breeze helping you cool down. So let's get into some of the equipment now that we're kind of eyeballing some locations of what would make life better. Let's talk about the equipment for a minute. So let's start off with some of the equipment when we are talking about the most important thing, our tent, right? Our shelter. Have one with a high roof. I should be able to stand up it. This is going to allow heat to rise. The lower the ceiling, the more you're going to be trapped in that pocket of warm air. If you can, get a tent where it has a vent on top and vents below so it can circulate that air and go up. This is going to keep you cooler. If it is not going to rain that day, feel free and sleep underneath the stars. You don't have to sleep in that tent, okay? We want you to be nice and cool, right? That also brings up another point. When you are sleeping, invest in a cot. If it's going to be summertime, you're going to have that circulation of air underneath you, right? You're just in that thin sheet of canvas, so you're going to actually get air underneath you on your back. When you do things like air mattresses, it doesn't allow any airflow to get underneath, or if you sleep on the ground. I prefer a cot. It gets that airflow going underneath and keeps my body cooler. Wherever you go camping, generally there's going to be a 20 to 30 degree swing from the peak of the day at maybe I would say 2 o'clock to maybe 4 in the morning. I typically don't need something like a blanket if I'm in like camping in 100-degree weather. I actually bring like a sheet. It sounds kind of weird, but that is just thick enough to keep me warm during those chilly mornings when it actually has cooled down. So let's talk about activities. Obviously, we're going to this camp out. We want to have fun. When it comes to summer camping, I like to go places that have a water feature. A swimming pool, a river to go floating in, a lake to go fishing or swimming, or the beach. This is just a place for me to cool down. It's summer, right? We want that. Maybe they have trails to offer, right? Well, when you're picking out where you're going to go camping, make sure, let's say it's not, I don't know, a desert with no cover and little to no breeze. Maybe it's a forested trail that you can walk through and keep that sun off your face. So when you're picking your location, make sure there's plenty of activities that are going to be fun to do in the heat. They might be fun during other times, but make sure these are activities that you're going to have a pleasant time in the heat as well. Now let's talk about meals, food, and various different other things. Look, it's summertime. There's some things that just don't go well when it's in the heat. Chili dogs in the middle of lunch is probably not going to be something you would prefer. Think of things like cold cuts, maybe a ham sandwich in the afternoon would probably settle your stomach a lot better than, would say, a chili dog. Another thing is obviously heat. You're gonna have water and need lots of it. A week before I go into a place that I'm gonna go where there's lots of heat going camping, I actually, believe it or not, cut off all sodas, a lot of sugary drinks before I go out to get my body adjusted. So I'm not struggling when I get out there. You might want to, if you're gonna do lots of hiking, invest in a Camelback. And if you do bring sports drinks, rule of thumb, for every like sports drink you drink, you should drink 2 bottles of that. So if it's a 32-ounce bottle and you drink a 32-ounce bottle of sports drink, you should drink two equivalent bottles of water afterwards. So to kind of dilute that in your stomach. This is just to avoid things like puking or, getting sick or heat sick. These are things you need to worry about while camping in these triple digits. Once again, this is all about having a fun time and having a good experience. So I hope this tidbits of information was able to help you. I live in the heat. I'm used to camping in the heat. So these are just things that have helped me over the years. Of course, I'm just one person. If you have any tips or things you'd like to share with others, please comment in the comment box below. And if you want to help our channel grow, please subscribe, like, and share. And let's help grow this community, and please share your knowledge and experience with others as well. We want more campers to go out and enjoy this wonderful activity. This is Adam with T260 signing off.